Today I'm continuing on this RAC Migrate upgrade. Is the part 5. Migrate database from the old ASM to the new ASM by RMAN. The things will be we're on the node, 2 nodes, and the system, for instance, for example, using test 1, right? DB name is test, storage ASM, file system is backup storage on the file system. The new system will be 4 node, same instance name as old one, same database name, and also on ASM, 19C ASM. Backup is the file system 2. And then when we duplicate database, the database name is not changed. It stays the same. Now we're in the number 5. These tasks. Migrate database from Linux 6 to the 7, 19 server. First, summary about this task in RMAN duplication. There's 13 steps. I will quickly give introduction about it, and then we provide details how we do it. The first, of course, we need our backup database. Backup using RMAN. Here it doesn't matter, but we did is we have using the RMAN database as a repository. Do the backup. When we do duplicate, we're using control file as a repository, but it doesn't matter, it works. So, according to soft link, is the task chart to make the backup looks like from the source to the target, it looks like the same. And then we copy this backup from source to target. When we do duplication, we only use the backup. We do not connect to the real database. Now we update this file because we need to set up environment for the new environment. We have to put something there to be able to use or AENV to set up it. We create the tenant names entry. This may not necessary now, but it's better to have it. The next one is to create this initial file for the new database. When we create this, the purpose is try to, from this one, P file, to create an SP file. That is we need to do the duplication. When we got an SP file created, and then we can start a database, right? In the ASM directory, we create for this database TEST, create directory in the ASM using ASM CMD utility. When we done that one, we start doing the RMAN duplicate. We create one script called the dup test RMAN. That is the things we have to see what is new feature for duplication. Then we start database no mount. We run in the duplication script and we check the database in ASM to see if it go there or not. And then is when we finish this one, we can open database for upgrade. We'll just show you how to do it, but next time we'll have detail to do the upgrade. Let's see some details. The first one will make backup for test database using RMAN. Here we're using RMAN database as a repository to do the backup. So the backup is the location will be backup test, right? And then here's the task. We try to mimic what is in real world and what looks like. So we try to make target backup looks like the source, this source. Right? On the target, source is like this, on target this. So And then we issue this command called link-s testdb test. When you finish it, you will see, okay, this test point to this one. So backup location will be exactly like this. Okay. But if you say from the beginning you create a backup, you can create the same thing like you did on your source. That'd be fine. I'm not sure if it make difference or not, but it's working for me. So the next one, we copy the backup from the source to target using SAP. Everything copied to this one. Remote copy because we can set up Oracle copy it without password. So when we copy database backup to the target, the next one we update on the target. Here's every task that show you where it is located. It's on source or target. Target is new 119C, source is 12C. So this file, we put this instance here. The reason is we have to use the RANV to set up environment first. Then we'll create one for database, TS names, entry, test. Here is the key. Start create initial test1.ora file. This file we copied from the old system. We can create one from old system. We know what that give you the whole things a waste cluster, because in the old system there are 2 nodes, right? So it give you everything here. And then first things we do is we declustering this database. Then we comment out everything. If this one is the instance related, say test2, test1 related instance, we come out. Another thing we'll have to change is it used to be the cluster database equals true in RAC. We change it to the cluster database equals to false. Not only this one. Then for duplication, we have put this line converted, because in the source database we're using test data as the disk group, but new one we use the date. So I have to convert the data file name. DB name is different from instance name. Always stay with the test and not test1. Test1 is instance. Come out everything with the instance 1 or 2. Another one is log file. The red one is the one we needed to change. Also convert from tested date to date. Yeah. When we comment out everything here, right? So we got this file, initial file. The purpose we have it is that we try to create SP file from this init file, P file. What we do is, because we already have ORA tab set up, we go there, which is to say, doing this one, set up this one, running RMAN, and then it's going to point where it's a SQL plus. We SQL pass login as a DBA, sysdba. Then we start up P file will be point to this one, no mount. Okay, start up P file, no mount. So when the instance is started, we create a SP file from the P file. We issue this command. We should be get one SP file. Later, I'm going to show you where it is. I will shut down the database now. When you shut down the database, so let's see what file created. Last file created in the DBS directory, SP file test1.ora. This one we're going to use it for duplication. Start up no mount. Then the first one to pick up SP file, not init file. Right. So we have a SP file to start the instance, right? The next one, we create ASM directory. So we log in the ASM CMD, these tools. You just type ASM CMD. Of course, you have to set up the environment to the grid ORA. And then you log in ASM CMD. This already have it. It's called date and disk groups. You go here and make dir test for database. Another thing is because the initial file we create, there's one dump directory. We have to create it on the server side file system. If it's not, your starting will be fail. So when we got this everything set up, the next one we think about the RMAN duplicate. RMAN duplicate, we create one test.rman script. The script inside looks like this. The key things will be the red one, the no open. Before, when you use the duplication of RMAN, when you duplicate database, you cannot do this. The reason is we are migrating the database from 12C to the 19C, and the version is different. When you duplicate, version has to be same. That's why when you do the migrate database from lower version to the high, you cannot use a duplication. You have to use before using restore database. This is one command. The second is a recover database. When you finish recover database, database will be going to stay there. Then you can issue database open upgrade command. But use duplication before to do this is not working. By now have a new feature called no open. You can duplicate database but not open it. So this is the new feature. It's a pretty good one. So I can use the duplicate the way to do the database migration. And then we duplicate database, not open it. We duplicate it from the backup location. We not touch the original database. The backup we already copied there, right? No file name check because the RAC is itself in ASM managed database name. Now it's time we're doing it, so it's pretty easy just to start database no mount, right? We shut down database, we start up no mount. We start up with the SP file we created, and then we're running this one. Using RMAN command, call your script, put in the log file. When the job finishes, it takes depending on database size, it takes some time, and you can check the log file to see if there are any issues or no. That's a long list, but if for example issues, you're going to show you, what issues with something like RMAN, something like that. But if you have any issues, if you see this message, you're fine. Leaving database unopened as request because we said no open, right? Recovery manager complete. So we're done this. Duplicate was done. By now we check database is really migrate to 19C or not. So on the target servers, we log in ASM CMD to check to see the new ASM has the file. Yeah, we do. Control file and also data file for the test, online logs for test. Also, another disk group FRA, we have same thing, log group and control file. So duplication is done. The next one will be upgrade. Because database is not open, it is on this day called mount. And then in this time, you can do this command, lt database open reset logs upgrade. it will open in upgrade model, but not the others. So next time we are going to talk about upgrade procedure. See you next time.